Hello, everybody. Welcome to my very first commentary race. This is Daily Race C at Watkins, Glen a couple of weeks ago. Now, I always have trouble taking this first turn at the start of the race. I don't remember if it was because of the different speed going into the turn, but I lose a position almost right away. Now trying to catch up, trying to get through, and I start advancing here, and there's a big crash in front. Oh, and I get smashed into the barrier. But I think that might have saved me because I kept going straight. I didn't turn or anything like that, so kept going. Continuing on with a little bit of damage. I made the decision right now to, I'm gonna end up pitting. So I remember this was the first race I've done that required a pit. So I was very, very hesitant in going in, taking it very easy, very slow. So go in, come out, no tire change, no fueling. Come out of there, and I drop all the way back to P15. I'm just fast forwarding here because basically nothing happens here. I just go about my race and try to keep pace, which I think I'm doing okay. I do see that the time to the P14 and to the leaders was dropping very, very slightly. Slowed it down back down right here because part of the strategy for pitting early also was to try to get some of those undercuts. So right here you see that I undercut 2 players. So I advanced to P13, and almost immediately right after, an accident between 3 players, and I'm up to P10. Continuing on, I just try to keep moving as far forward as possible. I know that I have the pace, I just got to keep it up. Remember, this is only lap 3, so I'm trying to move forward with this. Now that chicane has always been kind of troublesome for me, but very fun to try and get through as well. I also remember that this race was one of the very first races where I started racing online against other players, and this is also when I was racing with the controller. And right here I get another undercut on another player, so up to P9. Skipping ahead to lap 7, the end of lap 7, there's somebody else that went into the pit. So I'm going to get another position right here and on to P8. I believe this is the Lamborghini. Yep. I remember this Lamborghini for later. He's gonna take his spot back. Just fast forwarding here. It's to the end of the lap. Yeah, so I was on controller during this race and a lot of the first races, so some of those you might see as I upload at a later time. So coming up right here, I see that there's a couple more people that went into the pit. And I get 2 of them But the last one comes out just ahead of me. Couldn't get the undercut on him, but there he is. Fast forward to the end of the next lap as well, for I believe going to be the last undercut of the race for me. Now, I thought this was a very good strategy, especially, you know, being my first few races online. So here it is, the last undercut, and he comes out right here, and I don't know what happened, but he comes out with a 1.5 second penalty. I get past him, and this guy has really good pace. I mean, he's able to catch up fairly quickly. I know I didn't have the best entrance here into the chicane and exit. I went really wide on it, and as you can see in the rearview mirror, he's already caught up to me. And I thought he was just trying to, fight for the position back, but I don't understand why, because he had a penalty, but he's just trying to keep his pace going as well. So skipping to the middle of the 14th lap, I noticed something right here. Right here is when I actually started noticing on the rear mirror that the Lamborghini from previous laps, the one that I undercut, has finally caught up to me, and made me a little nervous. I take a bad turn right there, bad exit, bad entrance. Same with this last turn. Mazda in the Mazda ahead was going in for his pit, so didn't have to worry about him. But the Lamborghini gets ahead of me and takes P3. Now it's just a matter of trying to chase him down, trying to get into the slipstream and overtake him so I can get into the podium position. And everything is going pretty good. I mean, I'm still having a little trouble, still trying to navigate the controller. Again, I take a fairly wide entrance into the chicane and had to slow down quite a bit at the exit. Here we are going right now, and then notice something right there, that P1 just entered the pit, which is very strange. I'm not sure if he thought he can get away with that, or what his train of thought was. Even with going into the pit, still crosses the finish line in P1, but then he starts dropping back. And you see that finish in P4, but because of his late entry into the pit, he gets a 1-minute penalty, and I get podium P3. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.